people call prosperity some kind of twisted doctrine. God wants you to be in good health, and He wants you to prosper. He wants your soul to prosper. He wants the prosperous soul to hit you so much. See, because when you have a prosperous soul, money doesn't matter to you. The more you have, the more you give. I promise you. The more God gives you, the more you funnel, and you just become a giver, and you give, and you give, and you give, and you give. Why? Because God so loved the world that He gave. So that's what we as Christians do. We give. We give. We give. People are like, well, you're just after money. No, God's not after you. He's after you ever being had by money. Money doesn't make the world go round. Jesus does. Do you know when you become a radical giver and you become a radical tither and a radical offerer and a person that blesses people, you actually step into the Abrahamic blessing. The blessing of Abraham. People people get attitudes with this. Get over you. I could care less what you think right now about this. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I love you, but you need to be free. This isn't about hoarding everything for yourself. This is about changing the world through a currency that the devil uses to manipulate. Do you know how much money is going through the hands of pimps and drug dealers in this world? Do you have any idea what the world does with money? What the church could do if the church knew who she was? The devil doesn't ever want you to get a revelation of finances, ever. Because if he does, he loses control of you. You read through the Old Testament. Kenneth Copeland has taught me so much. You guys can think what you want. There's people that have said, I've had partners that are partners with Lifestyle. They're like, well, now that we know that you're in cahoots with this false prophet, we don't want to partner with you. I feel bad for you. I do. I don't need your partnership. It's not about that. See, you don't know that Kenneth Copeland is one of the most generous people alive on the planet. Let me just break it down for you. Do you know who Reinhard Bonnke is? Do you know how many souls that they have in the kingdom right now? Over 76 million souls. Do you know who has paid for their crusades? Kenneth Copeland. Years ago, when Reinhard Bonnke wrote a book about a life of fire, it's like this thick, you will not be able to put it down. At that time, Kenneth Copeland had sowed over $70 million into funding crusades to save all these people. And there are people that are like, well, I don't like him. Who cares about your opinion? I'm really being serious. I love you, but I really don't care if you hate me for this one. It doesn't matter.